But there's so much noise drowning out the news. Talking heads, broadcast messages, press releases. They're telling you their side, but you just want the facts. And that's why you come to me. I give you the statistics without spin. Out of 116 million working age Nigerians, 35.5 million are employed full-time. That's 30%. I give you the context. I give you the history. I fight fake news with facts.
Kayode. No, Kayode, I will let you talk. Kayode, I will let you talk if you let me talk. Kayode.
That's why more and more Lagosians are tuning in. 500,000 Lagosians.
720,000.
970,000. Over 1 million Lagosians. They know that if you give me your afternoon, I will give you hard facts.
Well done, Sandra, on all you do, going beyond the headlines and focusing on the facts.
I am Sandra Ezekwesili, and these are your hard facts. Hello, Lagos. Good afternoon. I am Sandra Ezekwesili, and these are your hard facts. If you're tuning into this show for the very first time, you are in great company. You're listening alongside 1 million Lagosians. And I always say that 1 million Lagosians cannot be wrong. So thank you for tuning in. I've got a great show for you. We'll start with the big three. Let's talk about oil theft. A super tanker got into Nigeria illegally, escaped from the Navy, but got arrested in Equatorial Guinea. Then let's talk about electricity workers planning to go on strike tomorrow. And then let's talk about a driver and his guarantor arrested for stealing his employer's car. Oh yes, the guarantor commits the crime. At 4 o'clock, I Beg to Differ round of 16 continues. Each match today has a returning veteran. First, it's Stephanie Ehi versus Brimo Clement. Then it's Ebule Timothy Chukwebuka versus Okorie Kingsley Chinemerem. On the big hard fact, let's talk about the road to 2023. There's so much going on in the world of politics. We can at Atiku have a reconciliation meeting today, for instance. Hopefully by 5 p.m. we'll know more about that. If we don't, we'll tell you about what we do know so far. After the news at 6 on the step down, let's talk about parents playing favorites among their children. What does that lead to, in your opinion? Are you your parents' favorite? Did you know who the favorite amongst your siblings was for your parents? We'll talk about that after the news at 6 from 6:15. Don't miss it. As usual, we'll have updates for you at the top of every hour. And of course, we will have the major news coming away at 6 o'clock. But let's get started with the big three. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, and these are your hard facts.
This is the Big Three.
The big three
on Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
How did a rogue super tanker get in and out of Nigerian waters? Should electricity workers go on strike over a promotion dispute? How reliable is the Guarantor System for screening employees? Those are the big three. Lagos, let's talk. A super tanker got into Nigerian waters without permission, but got arrested when it escaped. That's our first story. The Navy detected the vessel near an oil field and sent a ship to investigate. The Navy felt that the vessel, the super tanker, was moving around suspiciously. And remember, this vessel had not gotten permission to enter Nigerian waters. So they sent a Navy ship to meet it, the MV Gongola. The vessel's crew told the Gongola that they were there to collect oil. So the Gongola told them to park well so that our Navy can inspect them. Omo. Now, so this vessel Pikrisu come out from Niger. Now, here's an important thing that you should know about this ship. It has a storage capacity of 3 million barrels. It can move 3 million barrels of crude. Also remember, Nigeria doesn't produce up to 2 million barrels per day. That's one of our goals, to increase output. But for now, That single vessel can carry our entire crude output from 2 days of production. Just one vessel. So imagine what would have happened to the Federation's revenues if the Navy did not spot that vessel and it was able to load crude illegally. Then ask yourself, how many more vessels like that are out there? We talk a lot about oil theft, and often when we do, people focus on local illegal bunkering. But when you look at the numbers, when you look at the massive losses, you have to ask, could local bunkerers really be responsible for all that theft? A few weeks ago, I had guests from Steers and SBM Intelligence to talk about Nigeria's monetary policy. And we had a conversation about oil theft, or at least a conversation that veered into the oil industry and oil theft in general. And they said something that I found quite interesting. Let me play it for you.
The issue with Nigeria's FX situation right now is a liquidity problem and an inflow problem. So the CBN, we had already mentioned earlier that, crude oil is a major contributor to foreign exchange in Nigeria. The CBN cannot go and solve the theft issues in the Niger Delta. So that's not the CBN's purview. However, one big thing that the CBN can do is manage liquidity. And this can be done by slowly removing the peg on the exchange rates.
So that conversation went on, and then they even went on and they said to me that it's not bunkerers that are the problem. It's international theft with collusion from Nigerian operators. And this story about this ship, it reminded me of that conversation we had. You should listen to it on our website, nigeriainfo.fm. Meanwhile, EFCC announced today that they arrested 120 people in Rivers State for oil theft. They caught them offloading refined products from an illegal refinery. Now, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. But when you compare it to this supertanker story, it raises questions. The supertanker got away. The Nigerian Navy couldn't catch it. We had to get help from Equatorial Guinea. How many other vessels get away? And then remember that last month, federal government withdrew most of the money left in the excess crude account to buy patrol boats. Timipre Silva, the junior petroleum minister, says we lose 400,000 barrels a day to oil theft. How do you think we're losing that much oil? Do you think it's from illegal refineries in Ndoni, River State? Or do you think it's from supertankers that can contain 8 times 400,000 barrels in one trip? By the way, NNPC hasn't remitted any money to FAC in the last 6 months. These are the reasons why. Lagos, what do you think about this story? Do you think our Navy has the ships? Does our Navy have the ships, the equipment, the training, the commitment to stop the transport of stolen oil on the high seas? If you're in the Navy, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. If you are in that industry, in that sector, I'd also love to hear your thoughts on this. If we're serious about stopping these massive losses, how do we checkmate collaborators in the oil and gas sector? Men, call me on 0700 993 993 993 0700 993 993 993. Women call me on 01465 7190. 01465 7190. We've got WhatsApp as well. WhatsApp is 080 959 75805. And we're streaming live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3, YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Hello, thank you for calling us.
Madam Sandra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
My name is Dan Baba.
Welcome, Dan Baba.
I think we should all agree that the system of Nigeria has collapsed completely. Economy, education, everything has collapsed. Let us not deceive ourselves. You see, on this oil thing, each time you discuss with the law enforcement agency, especially Navy and the soldiers, they will tell you that the people who are in charge of this thing knows about it. That if there is no insider assisting these people, there is no way that they will succeed in stealing our oil. We're just deceiving ourselves. Why is it that I keep asking questions? Why is it that every law enforcement agency wants to be posed to Niger Delta and every other place that things are happening? You see, custom want to be posed to the border area, where they will steal money for themselves. You see, and when you see crack on the wall and you're still talking about a stupid foundation, even if the building is built on the rock, it will still collapse.
Dan Baba, thank you for calling. Malik is on the line. Hi, Malik.
Sandra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Special advisor on Human Matters.
Welcome.
Sandra.
Yes.
OITF. The head, in short, from the top to the bottom are involved, Sandra.
Okay.
Can you remember, back on that time? I can't remember that ship that vanished.
Yes.
That big ship.
Yes.
Waka for water, run, disappear, pew for Nigeria.
Say pew.
And this one again.
Say pew.
Sandra, look, from the Minister of Petroleum, senior, junior, I hear me, the military, they are all involved to the local people in the community. As long as the government does not want to wash their hands, it will never stop. So that before they stay at the sea, they bring the product friends to buy. But now they come to that area, load and go away. Nothing happened. Yes, that ship is just a small ship. It's too small, sir.
No.
Very, very small, Sandra.
No, ship that can contain 3 million. No.
Sandra, there is one of 6 million. It will come and go. It's not Nigeria with it. Look, we don't have system again. All we have is collapse. All government sectors, everywhere, to primary school, collapse, Sandra. I beg, bye-bye.
But also at the same time, I mean, we can't really say that what we have is collapse, because we do have the Navy raising alarm that helped Equatorial Guinea catch these thieves by the time they got there. That's how we heard about this story. We've got Robert on the line. Let's talk to Robert. Hi.
Good afternoon, Madam Sandra.
Welcome. Good afternoon.
There's no doubt that there's a lot of stealing in this country, especially in the oil sector. My question is that this one that we are, so what about the one that we don't even see? Only God knows the quantity. I don't think this thing started with this Buhari regime.
It didn't.
This thing has been long.
It has.
And some people are benefiting fat from it. I was on TikTok. I was seeing something on TikTok, Saudi Arabia. They pay them certain amount now. Yes. Everybody is enjoying them.
Yes.
Are they not the same oil producing country that way? How do you think that they will not see when our refineries are not working? They deliberately don't want it to work so that they will continue to steal the crude outside. We are in a deep problem, honestly. Only God will help us out to solve this problem.
All right, Robert, thank you very much for calling. If you just tuned in, you're wondering, what are they talking about? Well, a super tanker got into Nigerian waters without permission, but got arrested when it escaped. The Navy detected this super tanker near an oil field, and they sent a ship to go and see what happened for there. Ship 9, the Navy ship can't reach there. And the reason why they send the ship to go even investigate now, because this super tanker, they move around suspiciously, and this vessel no get permission from us, from Nigeria, to enter our water. So they send Navy ship to go meet this super tanker, and the supertanker's crew can't tell our Navy ships, say, oh, we're here to collect oil. Our own Navy people can say, oh yeah, now pack well, make we inspect you. Now so the pick race. Wrong, come out. And like I said, this ship has a storage capacity of 3 million barrels. I need you to wrap your mind around what it means to have the storage capacity of 3 million barrels. It can move, this tanker I'm talking about, can move 3 million barrels of crude. Nigeria does not produce up to 2 million barrels per day. We dey hope say one day we go make them, but for now we know they produce up to 2 million. But that single vessel fit carry our entire crude oil output from 2 days of production. Just one vessel. Oh. And when I started telling you about this story, I told you to imagine what would have happened to the Federation's revenues if Navy no spot this vessel, if Navy no see them and they were able to load 3 million barrels illegally. Then ask yourself, how many more vessels are like that out there? I tell you, say EFCC announced today, say they arrested 120 people in Rivers State for oil theft. They caught them offloading refined products from an illegal refinery. And like I said, that's a good thing. But you compare that to a vessel that can load 3 million. Lagos, I didn't say 500,000. I didn't say 1 million. I said 3 million. So you go count. Reach 999, then reach 299, then reach 3 million. I be 2 million 99. Sorry, not 199. 2 million 99. 2 million 999. Then you go reach 3 million. And this tanker got away. The Nigerian Navy could not catch it. We can't call Equatorial Guinea, say, I beg, you get person we wrong, come off our side, just hold on there. How many other vessels get away? Last month, federal government come on money from Federation accounts, which remain for Federation accounts now $300,000. And why did they remove the money? They say now to buy patrol boats. The patrol boats are supposed to stop these kinds of things. Timmy Silva said that we lose 400,000 barrels a day to oil theft. How are we losing that much oil? Is it from illegal refineries? Is it from super tankers that can contain 8 times of 400,000 barrels? And then you're thinking about people like NNPC that have not remitted any money to FAC in the last 6 months. These are some of the reasons why. Or you know they to sell because they did bam. How do we checkmate collaborators in the oil and gas sector? If we're serious about stopping these massive, what's the word I'm looking for? Massive losses. How do we fix this problem? Does our Navy have the ships, the equipment, the training, the commitment to stop the transport of stolen oil on the high seas? 0700-993-993-993 01-465-7190. Hello, thanks for calling us.
Hello, Sandra.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Prince Wires, calling you from Abuja.
Welcome, Prince Wires.
I think with this type of news, in fact, it's very sad indeed. Now, who are behind all this that's going on in this country? We don't forget that what kept us what we have today, that keep Nigeria down, is corruption. Because we have people there to safeguard all the territory. What are they doing? The minute of people get there, they want to get rich quickly. Those who are there before, they will see those just coming. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we make it. And Nigeria is suffering. Nigeria is loser right now. So, did they apprehend that ship or he run away? Sandra.
I'm I'm here. I'm listening.
They arrested the ship or he ran away.
They arrested the ship in Equatorial Guinea.
They arrested those internal that they are assisting that behind this thing. All of them to be thoroughly dealt with to save this country. Only what they rely on is studios. That's a time we produce 2.something million per day. It's now around 1.4 a day now. What I'm talking about? In fact, the God said it, but all of us, we must cheer up. When we talk of politicians, at their timing, what are civil servants, what are those who with the military to go to guide those areas, what are they doing? Are they ready to save this country? All of us, we must change our attitude for better to save Nigeria. Good afternoon to you, my dear.
Good afternoon, Prince Wires. Thank you very much for calling. Carlo on WhatsApp says that kind of tanker cannot move very fast, so I don't understand how they got away. This looks like an inside job that went south. All right, Carlo with that speculation there. Madam Sandra, this is not the first time that supertanker is entering Nigerian waters. I believe this thing has been going on for long. It's just that luck ran out for that tanker. The tanker came to Nigeria on the promise of some power brokers in Nigeria. A tanker of that size just strolled in. Now, wow. Samuel with that message on WhatsApp. We've got more messages on WhatsApp. Sandra, what do you want the naval officers to do when they are faced with a big vessel of stolen oil? Who burned that officer well? These naval officers only take orders, and when you are being ordered to let go of the vessel, what will you do, Sandra? Oil theft is an elitist business. Adegboyega Adedeji with that speculation there. Okay. Okay. Someone is telling me not to talk about electricity workers going on strike tomorrow. I wonder why. Shareholder in Festac. Well, when we come back, let's talk about electricity workers who may go on strike tomorrow. May go on strike tomorrow. I hope not, because I've been enjoying light lately. There's been so much light where I stay. So I hope they end up not going on that strike. Let's take a break. You're listening to the Big Three on Hard Facts.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
The debaters are ready. The panel of judges are ready. The judges have decided. The prize money is ready. 1 million naira. There's only one question left, Lagos. Are you, the audience, ready? It's the August edition of the I Beg to Differ debate tournament. I am Sandra Ezekwesili, your moderator. Join me from August 8th as the best student debaters go head to head. Weekdays at 4 on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM. This tournament is supported by Webster University, RLG Communications, obiwizi.com, Booker Hot, and Storm Body Spray.
Of course it is. Kemi is now a radio host. I listen to her every day and her programs are quite interesting.
How come? Is it not the same Kemi that hangs out with us in the
She's no longer in your league. Me too. I'll upgrade and become a filmmaker.
What is going on now? You guys are not my friends though. Now they tell me things. Waiting they soft now.
Oh yeah, listen to waiting they soft. Now you Kemi they talk so.
Now you can learn new skills in the creative and cultural industries on Wazobia Academy, an innovative, accessible, and professional online training platform for individuals with keen interest in audiovisuals and media professions. You can now become a professional in the music industry in series writing, filmmaking, fashion, or an on-air personality like me. Simply log on to www.wazobia.academy or download the Wazobia Academy app from the Google Play stores or iOS to see more details of online courses and registration. Wazobia Academy. Learn and lead.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Electricity workers may go on strike tomorrow over a dispute with TCN about promotions. That's our second story. So the National Union of Electricity Employees is picketing TCN headquarters today and possibly downing tools nationwide tomorrow. Their General Secretary, Joe Ajero, said that, well, let me just read what Joe said. He said, quote, "You are hereby enjoined to mobilize immediately for a serious picketing of TCN headquarters and stations nationwide over the directive by the TCN board that all PMs in acting capacity going to AGM must appear for promotion interview. This directive is in contravention of our conditions of service and career progression paths and unilaterally done without the relevant stakeholders. This action takes effect from Tuesday, 16th August 2022, and total withdrawal of services commences on Wednesday, 17th August 2022. Ensure full compliance in all the stations nationwide." End quote. That's the General Secretary of the National Union of Electricity Employees, Joe Ajero, speaking there. So the union is upset. Then talk say TCN wants some of their workers to attend promotion interview before their promotions are confirmed. They claim that it's against the rules. But isn't there an industrial court for this? If the employer is breaking the rules, shouldn't the first port of call be the industrial court to figure it out? Why do I have to suffer? Maybe NUEE feels that the time is too short for the industrial court to give them relief in time, but does it make sense to call a general strike, possibly shut down power transmission nationwide over a dispute about promotion interviews? I don't know. Lagos, how wanna see this matter? Call me on 0700-993-993. There's also 01465-7190, 01465-7190. And yes, you can still talk about our first story with the supertanker that was on Nigerian waters without permission, saying it was here to carry oil, has capacity to carry 3 million barrels of crude, ran away when Navy people catch him, and then was eventually caught in Equatorial Guinea. 99.3, hello. Hello.
Yeah, President Sandra.
Good to have you on the show, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is your senior special advisor. Can I still talk about that vessel?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Hello, President Sandra.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Did they succeed?
Did they succeed? No, they ran away.
The vessel is empty, right?
Yes.
And for the NEPA people that want to go on strike, Nigeria, anything can happen. No. NEPA won't go on strike. A BPACN won't go on strike. Wonder shall never end. For me,
no, NEPA doesn't want to go on strike. The people they work for NEPA and I won't go on strike.
They not be done. They manage our electricity. Anywhere where they want to, may they do. When they say we not feel up, it comes in now when they talk about strike. If people they talk of strike, this set of people will come out and say they won't go strike.
But do you think? But do you think that this is a good reason for going on strike? All right, Chris. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3. Hello. Thank you for calling.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Gozikwagi.
Sister.
Sir.
Shout out to Nigerian Info and Nigerian Navy. But I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Are there not supposed to be supervisors and the security that will first of all check before our oil crude oil enter high sea? One Nigerian was telling me yesterday, the government, president cannot be everywhere accepted. Are there not supposed to be people that are supposed to check our quantity and the quality of oil before it enter high sea? If you want people are telling me, Tinubu president is saying that we are losing oil. If it is abroad, he could have resigned before he said that statement. But Nigerians and Africans doesn't resign. Thank you for Nigerian Navy. Kudos to them.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, Sandra. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, great. Alex here.
Alex.
Now, Sandra, the first level of security for any nation is patriotism.
Okay.
If you don't have patriotism, your country can be secure.
Okay.
Either internally or through external aggression.
Okay.
I think it was I don't know his name, Adedeji, that said, "This is not it's not a business for a fry." Right?
Yes, it was Adedeji. Yes.
Yes, not be small picking business.
No be yes.
Okay.
No be choice.
You can see the numbers that you are churning out. This is not small picking business. If you ask me,
right, within
the circles of the government officials, the Mupre Silva, the Navy, the generals, all of them, their hands are in this thing. By now, perhaps we should be hearing, or maybe they are still running their investigations. But I hope that someday, Nigerians will get to know the people behind this particular incident. Because I know that this is not the first one, of course. This particular incident, we'll get to know. And then I hope, of course, that by the next administration, we will take the business of patriotism more seriously. Let the government do its own job to get her people to be patriotic.
Okay, Alex, thank you very much for calling. Ebi Amber says, crude oil theft under the present administration is mind-boggling. In supertanker loads, these Leviathan oil vessels saunters into our waterways empty and walks out of our waterways unnoticed, filled to the brim with stolen crude. What on earth is going on? Ebi Amber with that question there. Austin says, the more you look, the less you see. Drama daily. Click Utis says, Sandra, during rainy season, the supply of light do normal or... I am not sure what you were trying to write. I think you wrote in a hurry. Turaki says, for that supertanker to be sighted, it means that it has been happening. May God help our border, and kudos to the Navy. All right, that's for Facebook. Let's come back to WhatsApp. Femi from Texas says, I think Timmy Silva is wrong. If one ship could steal 3 million barrels just like that on one trip, this is a systemic failure. The hierarchy of the government knows something about this theft. And this is why the country is so poor. All right, Femi, thank you very much. Again, we don't have proof that the collaboration is all the way to the government, but there's the analysts will look at this and say it's impossible for a ship that size to just waltz into Nigerian waters. It boggles the mind. It really, really does. Here's a message that says, Sandra, for them to bring super tanker that can carry 3 million of crude oil, that means Nigeria can produce more than 3 million a day, because they can't just bring such huge tanker to carry less product. Are you expecting them to fill the remaining space with water? Oil workers are lying to the government about the volume they are capable of producing in a day. Clifford or Sezua with that speculation there. Okay. Madam Sandra, oil theft is not done by local fishermen, but the law enforcement agencies, including Marine Police, NIMASA, Army, Navy, Air Force, and FPSO on the high sea. Sandra, please don't praise the Navy for what they cannot do. Now where we day, I don't know. Ken from Amado with that message. All right, Ken, let me come back to the phone lines. If you just tuned in, hello to you. I've brought you our first story where I told you the crazy story of a supertanker getting into Nigerian waters without permission and then getting arrested in Equatorial Guinea. They escaped us here in Nigeria, and then we called Equatorial Guinea to help us and catch them, thief. So the Navy detected a 3 million barrels capacity vessel around an oil field. They sent a ship to investigate. When they got there, they found out that this is a ship that is on our water without permission. They can't ask the ship, guy, what did they do here? The ship say, oh, I can't collect oil. The Navy say, okay, park, make we inspect you. Now they butcher also. We've got Obioma on the line. Hi, Obioma. Good to have you on the show.
Yeah, Sandra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
This is mind-boggling. What is going on with Nigeria's security, man? I think the first thing to do, if a vessel or an airplane doesn't have permission to enter a waterway or airspace, what you do first is that you warn. After warning, you fire warning shot.
Okay.
If it still continues, the next thing to do is to go ahead and bomb it.
Ah.
That's the way it is done. Yes. He doesn't have permission. He doesn't have permission. How do you explain that a big vessel like that get into your waterways and they escape? And you have your boat. You telling them to park. Are you policemen that is saying park? Park to do what? What is he parking to do? Are you trying to tell me that if this is like a warship that comes into your waterways, you know, you all you do is say park? You don't do that. It's violation of your waterways. And then again, you ask, if this ship is bringing in like weapons to the warlords, don't forget we have warlords over there who, in collaboration with all these international oil thieves, at times exchange crude oil for weapons. That's how it's been done. So, if you say you want to secure a nation, you need to do the right thing. The right thing is you don't have permission to enter our waterways. You veer them off. Okay?
All right.
So all these stories, Sandra, you hear the smell, honestly.
Obioma, thank you very much for calling. Police have arrested a driver and his guarantor for stealing his employer's car. That's our crazy third story. Ben Hundeyi, the Lagos Police PRO, gave us the story in a statement. That statement reads, quote, detectives of the Lagos State Police Command have arrested a driver, Otema Paul, male, aged 41, within the Ojodo axis of Lagos State while on his way to sell off his employer's 2021 Toyota Hilux pickup van for 21 million naira. The suspect was arrested on August 9, 2022, alongside his guarantor, Yofa Paul, male, aged 40, and Ojo Solomon, male, aged 29, who was contracted to locate and disable the tracker in the vehicle. The arrest followed the launching of a swift investigation into the matter. Immediately, a report of the stealing was received. Suspects will be arraigned at the end of investigation. The Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command, CP Abiodun Alabi, assures residents of Lagos that the command will continue to work towards the decimation of crime and criminality in the center of excellence. Addendum. All the suspects were arrested together in the vehicle while trying to sell it. The vehicle was bought brand new and is just 3 weeks old. End quote. Lagos Guarantor. Guarantor. The person meant to guarantee somebody else's good behavior is joining the person to do bad. Crazy story. The employer is a security company. These days, if you want to work for a security company as a guard or as a driver, you need a guarantor. It's supposed to be somebody who's respectable, somebody who's trustworthy, somebody who can vouch for you, somebody with a reputation, you know, somebody who has something to lose, you know, somebody who has roots in the community. Because the guarantor is saying, I vouch for her. If she steals and disappears, come and find me. But now, guarantor, they follow in person, go thief moto. Omo. And it makes you wonder, how are security companies vetting guarantors? Clearly, this company couldn't tell that the guarantor couldn't guarantee even himself, talk less of another person. So if they could get it wrong with one guarantor, what if they've gotten it wrong with many others? What about all the other security companies? Are they also getting it wrong with their guarantors? Are you an owner of a security outfit? Do you work for a security outfit? Are you a security analyst? How secure is private security? And what does this thing say about the security guards who are protecting us in our estates, in our banks, in our shopping malls? How secure is private security? And does the system of guarantors actually even work? Or is it just something they just ask you for and then they don't really do anything about it or with that information? Does that system really work? Have you ever been a guarantor? Have you ever needed to, present a guarantor? Have you ever needed a guarantor? Have you ever demanded a guarantor for someone? How did it all work out? 014657190. Yes, you can talk about our 3 stories on the show today. I am Sandra Ezekwesili. This is the big 3 on Hard Facts. You just heard our 3rd big story. Let's talk about it. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Thank you for calling, sir. What's your name?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Sylvanus Aburime.
Welcome, Sylvanus Aburime.
Calling from Command.
All right, welcome.
You know about the say those who are too clever sometimes overreach themselves. Have you heard that before?
Yes.
This issue of oil theft, from the way I know, it started around 1984 during the first tenure of the present president. At that time, himself and his Minister of Petroleum, the late Tam David West, introduced what they call counter trade. Counter trade is a system whereby you get goods from abroad and we pay with crude oil. That was the time this scheme started, and before you know it, our Nigerian people taught our foreign counterpart how to download their ship, that is, build large intestine into the ship to make them carry more crude oil. That was when this thing started. And I'm sure it has improved in volume to this day. It has never stopped. It has never really stopped. So you can imagine how long that thing started. In the 80s, this thing started in 84. So the only thing that can stop this thing is to have a patriotic government, not this type we have already. That's my opinion. Oh, thank you very much, Sandra.
Thank you for calling and thank you for sharing your opinion. 99.3. Sorry about that. Call back if you can. By the way, we will have our second round of 16 matches from 4 p.m. today. So tell someone to tell someone else. Our first debate topic from 4 o'clock will be Nigeria should allow diaspora voting. And our second debate topic will be children under the age of 18 should not have access to social media. These debates coming up between 4 and 5. Tell someone to tell another person. All right? 99.3. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
Good afternoon. My name is God's Power.
God's Power. Welcome. Go ahead.
Calling from Aligi.
All right, God's Power.
Sandra, the oil theft, it has been long. It started. So they are just upgrading. So God really good that we have this nation, because the rate at which the corruption is going on is that everybody is joining now. Both the top, the middle, the bottom, everybody, they want to make money. We are even seeing military men, they join them. The security agents, they join them. God will help our nation so that we'll be able to get out of all these things.
All right. We've got Abella Chuku who says, you live in Nigeria and you're asking how supertanker got out. First, ask how Python swallowed billions of naira from JAM office. Concerning NEPA, this Nigeria needs foundational correction for this issue to be solved. It is not 100% reliable. I give it 30% because it's not easy to find trustworthy person. That's for our third story. So guarantors, you mean. Guarantors are not reliable. All right. Mustafa Mohammed says, Nigeria, my country, anybody can come in, escape unlawfully because we don't have security at the different borders. We've got Adekboju Iyola Alabi who says, why should they go on strike due to promotion issues? I think their differences need to be resolved on personal grounds, not suffering the masses. Elias Abe Makinde says, this is a norm on the sea. Our security personnel cannot deny not knowing about the departure. We've got Oyetunji Muyiwa who says, as per the supertanker, have you been able to establish the owner of the tanker? That tells you how it managed to beat our security network. Well, he was arrested in Equatorial Guinea, so he didn't beat our security network per se. Daniel Bawa says, that electricity, what's their requirement from government? And then he goes on to say, those navies should change their statement. That's not an excuse. Even in local place, security must permit a car before passing. All right. Let's come back to the phone lines then. 99.3, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for calling, sir. What's your name?
Hello, Sandra.
Hi.
The only Queen Sandra. Am I talking with you?
Yes, you are. What's your name, sir?
Yes. This oil. There is something they call bunker. This bunker carry millions of barrels, and they normally deceive Nigerians that it is only day they drill the oil. It's day and night. If you get there and see how they drill the oil practically, you will know that it's day and night. Okay. So now there is war in Russia and Ukraine where they stop their oil moving. So now Nigerian people know about where the oil is going. Britain know about it. America know about it. Nigeria know about it. Remember, they have removed the headquarters of Navy to Sahara Desert, so Admiral was not aware of this very tanker. And because of that, they catch it. They have been doing every day. Before this weekend, another tanker is going to enter. Before this weekend. And nobody will hear about that one. And now we are speaking, the next 2 weeks, other tankers will be entering. Nobody will hear again because Nigerian presidency, Britain and America, all their hands in Nigerian oil because they knew that Nigeria was invented by Britain and there is no refinery in this invented country.
All right. Thank you very much for calling to share that. Someone says every day for the thief, one day for the owner. Godwin from Ajah says Nigerian Navy wants to show us that they're working. Where were they when the ship was loading the crude oil from the depot? They are all involved. Prince from Ajah says it's funny to hear that a vessel of such size escaped from naval officers. This shows that they are accomplices and thus the escape of the vessel. Sandra, I'm anonymous from Kirikiri town. In this same country, we lost money to Ninja Monkey and Super Snake. Now we've lost documents to great ants. If you get to Swale in Bayelsa State, every 2 weeks you see up to 6 crude oil ships almost in a convoy, and they return in exactly 2 weeks. They all know this business, and they're all in it together. Babs from Surulere says, if PHC wants to go on strike, they are free, but please leave the light on. Sandra, good afternoon. The oil bunkering going on in Nigeria is being carried out by no one but the guys at the corridors of power. Past and no more, no less. All right. Tony from Birmingham, Alabama, with that message there. Someone says, Sandra, this is actually very annoying. 1 barrel equals 159 liters. That's over 400 million of crude oil. That's Badman from Ikeja with that math. Quick math. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for being a part of this conversation. We're going to draw the curtains here so that we can have our kids get ready for their debate. They're coming in pretty soon to join us in the studio and debate burning issues of today. I've got 16-year-olds, I've got 12-year-olds, and they're all going to be in here pretty soon talking to you about these different issues. So tell another person, call your kids, call your grandmother, call everyone, tell them to tune in. And thank you very much to all our sponsors who make sure that this tournament can come your way every quarter. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. This is Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Hard Facts. This is The Voice Note on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
The debaters are ready. The panel of judges are ready. The judges have decided. The prize money is ready. 1 million naira. There's only one question left, Lagos. Are you, the audience, ready? It's the August edition of the I Beg to Differ debate tournament. I am Sandra Ezekwesili, your moderator. Join me from August 8th as the best student debaters go head to head. Weekdays at 4 on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM. This tournament is supported by Webster University, RLG Communications, obiwizi.com, Booker Hot, and Storm Body Spray.